All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am. Sunday nights, 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing your regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania, hanging out with DC Taylor. DC, good to see you, buddy.
You too, Alan. Good to be here.
We're doing shifting gears a little bit. Normally, the Sunday before Music on the Menu Live, we have the Artist of the Month in, but we bumped it up a week. So we have Mike Mizwinski from MiZ, or also known as MiZ, here for the whole hour tonight. Good to see you, Mike, man.
Good to see you, too. Great to be here.
You know, I was thinking about it. You're going to be back with Music on the Menu Live on Tuesday, May 2nd at Breakers. And I remember the last time you played it about 2 years ago, it was March. And it was in all the 10 years that I've been doing these live shows now, 11 years, down at the Woodlands for a bunch of years and up here. It was the worst weather night we ever had.
I remember that.
Sleet storm, early March, bad sleet. And I remember saying, Mike, next time I bring you back, I promise I'll keep you out of the winter. and so, you know, I'm trying to live up to my word here. I think we'll have pretty good weather on May 2nd. You know, we're well out of the sleet ice range at this point, you know. So
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. I think we all do. But no, we're looking forward to having you back. And it's going to be a special night. We're going to have a television taping there that night. So there's going to be a TV crew doing some video and some interviews, and it's going to be a real special event. But let's talk about you and where you've been since then, because at the time, 2 years ago, you were living in Jersey, right?
Yep.
Because I remember you came in to play that show in that storm.
Yeah, and I had to stay here.
Yeah, we wound up trying to get your room here at the casino that night because you were. I didn't want to have to see you drive back in that. So,
yeah.
Have you relocated to NEPA now?
Well, I moved back over the summer. I moved up to Lake Ariel, and I took 4 months off from playing. Well, not from playing, but from playing live shows.
Okay.
And started writing. I actually took 4 months off. I completely stopped listening to any and all music, even my own. The only thing I listened to in those whole 4 months was Wilco's new album.
Okay.
Because I couldn't resist. But
I remember seeing your Facebook post about that.
But that's sort of what I've been up to.
Was there a reason for the musical detox, so to speak? Were you just you just needed a break from it? I think other musicians have done that, I've heard.
Yeah, well, that's where I got the idea from other musicians, and it's sort of, it was very beneficial. It's really interesting what happens when you just stop listening to music and start writing, and I would only play the songs that I was currently writing, and just put me into a completely different perspective, and it was great.
Cool. We'll talk a little bit more about that throughout the hour. We're here for the whole hour. Again, you'll be here in about 2 weeks at Breakers as part of Music on the Menu Live. But, we've been playing your stuff here on the show forever, so we've got tunes going way back to stuff from some of the more recent stuff. So let's kick it off with, I think this was the first one I ever played on this show anyway. This is Wink.
Many times I am lonely. Too many days I am down. Too many nights I am scared all the time, 'cause I still want you around. Too many times I feel sorrow. Too many days I feel shame. Many nights I'm in fear all the time, 'cause I still want you around. Well, there's a story in your eyes, and I know what it's about. And there's a child's voice inside that I never have to doubt, 'cause never once did I blink. I got the hint before the wink. Many tears I have now shed, to wonder where they all come from. many nights I slept lying by the phone, 'cause I still want you around. Too many years they have passed now to wonder how I got this old. Too many nights I woke lying on the ground, 'cause I still want you around. Well, there's a story in your eyes, and I know what it's about. And there's a child's voice inside that I never have to doubt. 'Cause never once did I blink, I got the hint before the wink. Never meant to jump the gun. I light the fuse and we can run our separate ways. But thorns and pickers, thick and thin, are made to pierce your smooth, pale skin. Today, too many lonely nights have passed now to still feel sorry for myself. Too many nights I woke lying on the ground, 'cause I still want you around. Well, there's still that story in your eyes, I just don't care how it ends. I feel compelled to turn the page, but I can't seem to comprehend, 'cause I'm still waiting for the wink. With open eyes I never once did I blink, I got the hint before the... Well, I'm still waiting for the wink. With open eyes I never blink. With open eyes I never blink. With open eyes I never blink. Open eyes I never blink. Welcome back, my old friend. Oh my God, where you been? It seems like yesterday we were kids playing in the snow. Innocent, free and young. And when's the last time you had fun? There's a void in your chest where your soul should be. I'd rather step down on your toes than be standing on your grave. Just seems like what you're doing is killing you, and it's killing me, and it's killing me too. It's a pain I can't describe, but maybe you know what it's like to feel like broken glass crushed by the heels of the day. Now we were brought back I'd rather step down on your toes than be standing on your grave. Just seems like what you're doing is killing you. It's killing me. It's killing me too. Oh, sweet nothing. It's my only regret. Oh, sweet, sweet nothing. I've been trying to forget. Now in the silence of my soul, I saw that face I used to know, and it looked like a light busting through the cracks of the door to your room. Now you may say that you're awake, it all depends whose side you take, but there ain't no sense drawing lines if we're all asleep. 'Cause I'd rather stand up just and strong than to be just hanging on. And if it's all just a dream, you wake up with me. You wake up with me. You wake up with me. Oh, you wake up with me. Oh, don't wanna feel just like broken glass. I've been crushed by the heels of the day. I don't wanna feel just like broken glass. I've been crushed by the heels of the day. I don't wanna feel just like broken glass. I've been crushed by the heels of the day. I don't wanna feel just like broken glass. I've been crushed by the heels of the day.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Heels of the Day. And before that, Miz with a song called Wink. We're hanging out with Mike for the whole hour. He'll be with us on May 2nd at Breakers as part of Music on the Menu Live. And he just told us that, I guess about 6 months ago, he shut down music for a while, didn't listen to music, didn't listen to his own music, and really spent a lot of time on writing new material. So where are we at with a new record, man? That's going to be the follow-up question there. Have you got some studio time booked? Are you cutting tracks? Are you thinking about it? Where are you at?
Yeah, no, I'm more than halfway done with the new 12-song full-length album.
Oh, wow.
I'm really happy about it. Started recording when I was up in Lake Ariel. I met this guy named Stitch who runs Logic Pause Sound Lab. It's a studio in the Silk Mill up in Hawley.
Okay.
And just a great guy, great studio, really enthusiastic sort of engineer, and we just started kicking ideas around. It was cool because we talked about it a lot before we started recording, and after the 4 months I took off, I started recording, and we just kind of been plugging away up there.
Do you give a producer that's new to you as an artist your other records?
I do, yeah.
I was always wondered, you say, well, this is what I've done, and yeah, I think I would want to do that. I would want that person to be familiar with my catalog. Not that you're looking to replicate it, but just to get a feel for what you're all about.
Yeah, that's a great point. The thing about it, I was just talking about this earlier, is that so my first full length album that I did with Brett was full band, huge band playing on it. Some of those tracks, there's 12 different people, playing. The second record I did was just acoustic guitar and piano. Mm-hmm. It was real stripped down. And the neat thing is this third record is really going to be sort of a refined version of both of those. I feel like I'm really kind of refining my songwriting, what I like to do in the studio, what I know works. And it's really sort of really gratifying to be up there and to have certain songs on the new record are all out full band rockers. And then, you have a song that's just like acoustic guitar and mandolin.
Nice.
And so we're really just sort of, we're listening to each song and saying, what really fits this song? How could we best serve it? And sometimes only two instruments best serves a song. Do you know what I mean?
So you're halfway done, and by the time you get your tracks done, you're mixing, you're mastering, you're packaging, you're looking at the fall, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. Actually,
Yeah.
we're right now in the process of nailing down a October release date.
Cool.
So
All right,
yeah.
man. Well,
Yeah, it's really nice too because it's far enough away where I don't have to be stressed out about it. I know the record's going to be done. We're
Right.
plenty of time to get all that stuff in the works. So it doesn't have a title yet, or I'd tell you, but keep posted on.
Well,
that.
you got to see here at this show when that record comes out, buddy. You got to come back and
Thank you.
play us some songs, all right? So
Thank you.
something to look forward to in October. Hey, and what about how's this for a segue? Here's the one called October Skies.
When the sunlight in the morning glistens off the snow, and when the faces lose their sparkle like the friends I used to know, and when the chilly winds of winter surround your every thought, and when the daylight is so blinding and my mind is all distraught, and when the last thing that you're left to face before you say goodbye is the mirror-like reflection from her bright green emerald eyes. Well, I can feel the tires sliding, shifting through these lanes. These emotions race inside me that I almost can't contain. Man, it's always such a drag how the summer races by. Now all I see is rockets and the cool October sky. And the graveyards all are haunted like a basement in her house, and my heartstrings all are taunted by the buttons on her blouse. And my heart burns like a fire of the piles of leaves in fall, 'cause I burn right up to nothing till on my knees I crawl. are cold. I can see the distant rubble from the pinholes in my eyes, like reflections off the water of them stormy summer skies. Yeah, Dorothy always told me, hey, let me see that smile. And if I had my way, she would have stayed around for a while. But she's not around all summer, with teardrops in her eyes, 'cause all she felt was autumn and the cool October sky. And the graveyards all are haunted, like the basement in her house. And my heartstrings all are taunted about the buttons on her blouse. And my heart burns as I get fired of the piles of leaves in the fall, 'cause I burn right up to nothing, till on my knees I crawl. On back to you, babe. On back to you, babe. I keep crawling back to you, babe, every time. Now the autumn comes so subtle, like the roses in the spring. And you wake one day and realize, man, it's such a beautiful thing. So keep on shooting for the stars, son, or you'll end up in the mines. And you'll never see the daylight or the emeralds in her eyes. So keep on shooting for the stars, son, or you'll end up in the mines. And you'll never see the daylight or the cool October sky. It's 5 a.m. and the sun will be rising soon. There ain't a damn thing I can do. It's cold outside and I feel like I'm ready for the spring, or just to hear the morning sing. All drenched in sweat, just trying to get used to living endlessly in debt. I spent the last few years just digging my own grave, yeah, and suffering like a slave, and suffering like a told me once, you'll never leave me. Well, ooh, baby, won't you take me down nice and slow? 'Cause I got nowhere else to go. These scars on my arms from the here I am, still running on back to you. Well, I'm so tired of having these dope sick blues. How do I untie this noose? How do I untie it? Oh, baby, won't you take me down nice and easy? Somebody told me once you'd never leave me. Oh, baby, won't you take me down nice and slow? 'Cause I got nowhere else to, I got nowhere else to go. Empty and the world was sleeping. She was walking all alone. She was making her way home. The same old sidewalk on this road to nowhere. There was nothing in this town could ever make her turn a frown. She felt no danger, she felt no regret. She just felt like a movie that you can't help to forget. Were empty and the world was sleeping. He was pacing by the stairs. He was waiting for her there. He'd always see her past the parking meters where their paths would finally meet at the top of Union Street. He felt no danger, he felt no regret. He just felt like a light bulb that hadn't switched on yet. He said, I'm still not sure if I love you, but I've been known to feel this way. And I'm not sure if I'll get over you. Will come tomorrow when you're gone away. And all the leaves are falling. I can hear that highway calling. And maybe moonlight will lead us back someday. I still remember it was late September. All the leaves were turning brown in that upstate New York town. We moved together in the snowy weather where we made our little home. Felt like a page out of a poem. And I'd always wonder if those days would ever end. Now there's nothing in this world that I'd rather do again. Still not sure if I love you, but I've been known to feel this way. And I'm not sure if I'll get over you. Will come tomorrow when you're gone away. And all the leaves are falling. I can hear that highway calling. Maybe moonlight will lead us back someday. All the leaves are falling. I can hear that highway calling. And maybe moonlight will lead us back someday.
MiZ here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Maybe Moonlight. Before that, MiZ with Dope Sick Blues. And before that, MiZ with October Skies. We're playing all Mike's stuff here on the whole hour tonight because he's going to be with us. And this is sort of our tradition before we do the big live show at Breakers. which we'll be doing on May 2nd, we like to bring that artist in and play a bunch of songs and talk to them about their music and, you know, what they've been up to lately. And Mike's given us some great news tonight already about a new record. It's halfway done and will be released in October. What's been your muse for these songs, man? I mean, you know, you shut yourself down from listening to music. It sounds like you almost force yourself to write. And so I think sometimes when an artist does that, you know, it's a different mindset than being inspired by a broken romance or politics or things you see in the world. If he's like, I would write a song today, you know, what's your inspiration?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, I think anyone that knows me would know that it's sort of undeniable that I can't help but to write about my life, what happens in my life, what I've been. I kind of had a crazy life. It's been up and down. And I really wanted to start writing fictional songs, storyteller songs, songs about characters that didn't even exist. And I dabble in it, and I always find myself coming back to writing about my own life. It's a weird thing. I kind of put it this way, you know, all of us at certain times in life, you know, we end up with this weight upon our shoulders, you know, like it could be a burden of any type. And I think people deal with it in different ways. But for me, ever since I was 6 years old, I mean, no exaggeration, I have to write music. I have to do it. I'm compelled to do it. And the older I get and the more I go through, I sort of just, that's my way of dealing with life, I think, you know?
Yeah.
And so being with the fact that I was, you know, up in the mountains in the winter, meditating a lot, broken relationships, few of those in the last few years. I had a lot of, you know, kind of, a lot of stuff to talk about, you know?
The sentiment that you put into those type of songs, like a song like maybe Moonlight or a song like Broken Wheels, you have a gift. You really do have a beautiful gift for capturing the sentiments that someone feels when they miss somebody. You really do, Mike.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm very, very moved by some of your songs. I really am. I know I've told you that before, but keep writing them, man.
Yeah, no, that really means a lot to me.
You're great. Let's play another one from Miz here. This one's called New Morning Sky.
So down, well, I've been so blue. I spent the last week just thinking about you. Well, honey, when will you call? I can't say when, but I just can't wait to see you again. Oh, honey, there will come a day, oh, when that new morning sky shine through my window, oh, and into your eyes. Well, I've been up all night, 'cause I don't sleep no more. I could shut out the lights, but what good is it for when I'm asleep in my dreams, awake in my bed? The minutes they pass like hours instead. Oh, honey, there will come a day, oh, when that new morning sky will shine through my window, oh, and into your eyes. So nervous when you look up at me. Oh, I'm speechless at best, but one day I'm gonna watch you fall asleep, girl, so long since I looked in your eyes, and I still cannot breathe between hello and goodbye. But the tide keeps on turning like the stars in the sky, and I still cannot help but to ask myself why. Oh honey, there will come a day when that new morning sky will shine through my window. Oh, and into your eyes, shine through my window. Oh, and into your eyes. If you could only hear the things that I've been thinking, if you could look into my eyes and tell my heart was slowly sinking. I can hear the birds are singing before I open up my eyes. It's a bright shiny morning, and it's only you and I. Oh Madeline, when you wake up, do you wonder, are you not sure what you'd find? Oh Madeline, it's a bright shiny morning and well, sometimes hearts are vacant, like a debt that's never paid, like a room that's always empty, like a bed that's always made. So it's train tracks and graveyards, it's bridges and back seats, it's emotionless discomfort, and I feel so incomplete. Oh Madeline, when you wake up, do you wonder, are you not sure what you'd find? Oh Madeline, it's a bright shiny morning and well, I'm going somewhere where the seasons don't change. A million dreams in competition, but it all ends the same. Oh, a million dreams in competition, but it all ends the same. It all ends the same. So if you could only hear the things that I've been thinking, if you could look into my eyes and tell my heart was slowly sinking, like a million little pieces, broken like a rhyme, tumbling through the ether, falling perfectly in time. Oh Madeline, when you wake up, do you wonder, are you not sure what you'd find? Oh Madeline, it's a bright shiny morning and I
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Bright Shiny Morning. Before that, Miz with New Morning Sky. Again, we're hanging out with Miz for the whole hour here. He's going to be with us on Tuesday, May 2nd as part of Music on the Menu Live at Breakers, 7 o'clock, 7 to 8. Mike plays all his own stuff, and we put the whole thing live on the radio. It's also live on the web, so if you're a fan of Mike's, you can listen to it anywhere in the world and on the phone app, so there's no excuse not to hear the show in some way. You can listen to it anywhere. But we'd really love to see you here down at Breakers. Now, you said something interesting before, which I don't think ever came up before in all the times that I've interviewed you. And we go back a long time now. You start writing songs at age 6. 6 years old?
About that,
Where did that come from? Did you have a parent, a grandparent? Who was putting music in your life at such an early age?
Oh, well, I mean, it's funny you should say this because I was at Marywood University earlier today, but my parents met at the music department there.
Okay.
That's where they met. They were both music majors.
Oh, okay.
And
there you go.
Yeah, and then it just started from there. I mean, my dad somewhere has a recording of me singing "Yesterday" by the Beatles when I was like probably barely old enough to talk. You know, I'd love to hear that. Actually, I haven't heard that in a long time. But
you should tuck that at the end of one of your albums as a little bonus track or something.
It's not a bad idea.
You know?
Yeah.
Then you have to license it though.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard that in a long time. But yeah, you know, it's this funny thing inside me that I always just felt compelled to write. I know one thing that when I got into, because I'm still into my parents' music, you know, like everything they turned me on to was just classic, timeless music.
Were they the ones that got you into groups like Dylan and the band? And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know their influences on you.
Yeah, really, really cool influences. I mean, my dad took me to see the Grateful Dead twice. I got to see him before Jerry passed. And my mom was into really cool music too, like you know, different stuff like Lyle Lovett and Alison Krauss and you know, yeah, definitely Bob Dylan and
Jerry
stuff like
died
that.
in 95. How old were you?
I was 9 when I
I was
started.
going to say, you must have been like 10 years old.
Life-changing experience.
Yeah. Where'd you see
Absolutely.
them?
Giant Stadium.
Giant Stadium?
I mean, that's amazing to be 9 years old, and we were right down in like the first like 20 rows. I had to stand on the chairs to, you know, get my head above everybody else. So I stood on the chairs the whole show, and you know, what really struck me about those Dead shows is to
Get
watch.
your head above everything else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, another thing was everyone just seemed so happy, you know, and that's really about the extent that I knew of it. You know, it was just like this wonderland. But just to see Jerry he'd hit one note, or even if he just looked up a little bit, or just the slightest gesture would cause the whole sold out Giant Stadium to just erupt into this applause.
Yeah, they loved him. They absolutely loved him.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing just to watch a guy just sort of even glance over at Bob Weir, and he gets, you know, I don't know how many people fit in there, 90,000 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Well, he seats 70,000 for football, and then you throw on another, you know, maybe 15 on the field that they couldn't have. So, yeah, it's probably 80 or so. It's huge.
Yeah.
That's a great story, Mike. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Let's play another one from Mike Miz here. This one's called Lights.
I've been dreaming, I've been tossing in my sleep, been seeing visions and I don't know what they mean. Well, I've been walking vacant streets on endless nights, and I wanna see the lights come on, I wanna see the lights come on. Now you've been holed up in this room for way too long. You pick things up and place them where they don't belong. I can't help feeling that something just ain't right, and I wanna see the lights come on, I wanna see the lights come on. Wanna see the lights come on as I'm rolling down that drive. Wanna feel the autumn splash across the evening sky. Wanna watch you wake up from the way you feel inside, and see the lights come on in your eyes. Now someone somewhere said that you had been unplugged. You can't feel the current coming down from up above. Your trust in me, well, I won't let you down, 'cause I watch you wake up from the way you feel inside. I see the lights come on in your eyes. There were times when I was broken and confused. I'd watch the sunrise from a shadow's point of view. But something's changed in me, well, I have been renewed. And I wanna see the lights come on. 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 Wanna see the lights come on as I'm rolling down that drive. Wanna feel the autumn splash across the evening sky. Wanna watch you wake up from the way you feel inside. And I wanna see the lights come on. I wanna see the lights come on. See the lights come on in your eyes. If I had one more chance to say I'm sorry, well, I'd give anything for you to hear my words. And oh, maybe then I wouldn't have lost my best friend. And maybe then you'd see why I'm so undeterred. If I had one more chance to say I miss you, honey, would you understand the words I say? And oh, maybe then you'd believe me once again. And maybe then you wouldn't throw my love away. But back home there's a river wide and true. It winds along a road that leads to you. If I had my way, I'd ride that river all the way, just to try and understand your point of view. And wake up one more morning next to you. If I had one more chance to say I need you, honey, would you recognize my honest plea? Oh, maybe then all the clouds would part again. And maybe then you'd realize my reverie. 'Cause back home there's a river wide and true. It winds along a road that leads to you. And if I had my way, I'd ride that river all the way, just to try and understand your point of view. And wake up one more morning next to you. If I had one more chance to say I love you, you know you're all I think about these days of blue, and all the things that I feel, well, you might see that I'm for real, and you would understand that what I say is true. 'Cause back home there's a river wide and true that winds along the road that leads to you. And if I had my way, I'd ride that river all the way, just to try and understand your point of view. And wake up one more morning next to you. Wake up one more morning next to you.
If I Had, here on Music on the Menu on the River, that's Mike's former project of his that he had called Till the Cows Come Home. Put that out a couple years ago. We still play that tune here on the show once in a while. We dig it. Before that, Miz with a song called Lights. We got to get out of here soon. We're about out of time. We played a lot of tunes and talked a lot about what you're up to. But tell us about the Eric Clapton show that's also coming up not long after you're here at Breakers. You're here on Tuesday. It's at the Jazz that weekend, right?
Yep, it's Saturday, May 6th at the River Street Jazz Cafe down in Plains. Great lineup. We're doing a tribute to Clapton.
Oh,
so
man.
come check it out.
Love Eric Clapton. You know, I'll be there with bells and whistles on, man.
Me too. Love him.
Yeah. Got to play Forever, man. I'm putting my request in.
That's a good request.
Right. All right. And where can people find you, Mike? I know that you're well known in the area. You're one of the best well-known musicians here in NEPA, but your website, Facebook, where can we find your tunes?
Yeah, everything's linked to MikeMizMusic.com. If you go there, you can find me on all the other social media. And
you can find all the websites for Facebook and
yep,
and Amazon and iTunes and all that's on the website.
Yes, sir.
Give that URL one more time.
MikeMizMusic.com.
All right. Thanks, buddy. It was great to see you as always. We'll see you here on Tuesday, May 2nd. We cannot wait to get up on stage and get you up there and put you on the radio. It's going to be a great night.
Thanks, Alan.
All right. We'll leave you in with one of my favorites of Mike. This one's called Broken Wheels. We'll catch you next week.
Quiet daydream one more time to sift through the madness in my mind. Broken wheels stop spinning round and turn my smiles upside down. Well, I wanna thank you for leaving me, 'cause I was so broken that I couldn't see. The only thing holding me back was you. And now I'm alone when each day is through. And this is for all the good times we used to share. This is for all the good times still out there. I want you to know that you're still beautiful, you see. And it don't matter how many lovers you've been through since me. See, there's a warmth in your soul that shines in your eyes when we wake up Sunday mornings lying side by side. And there was a short time when things were good, and in that short time I treated you like I should. I want you to know that I still dream of you each night. And I don't care where you wake up or if it's right, 'cause sometimes the feeling, it gets so deep. But sometimes the mountain, oh, you know it's just too steep. time in late September when I left it all behind, holding on to nothing but the wheel that drives my mind. And I heard your tires spinning in the dress I left back home. I just hope you know that right now we're both better off alone. So if this is the last good time we get to share, and if there ain't no more good times for us out there, I want you to know that you're still beautiful to me, and there'll still be that place in time where you'll always be. Quiet daydream one more time to sift through the madness in my mind. Broken wheels stop spinning round and turn my smiles upside down.